What's up, guys? So today I'm gonna be installing some lowering springs from SR Performance on this Dodge Charger. I already got it jacked up. I got the four wheels off, and I'm gonna start right here in the front. So for the front, you're gonna have to disconnect your end link and of course the bottom of the bottom bolt of the strut, and then for the top you should be able to just pop this off. And you got 310s right here. You might maybe have to take this upper control arm nut off, not really sure, but I think I will. Okay, so for your end link, if you're using a 1/2 inch, it'll be size 21, but I only got the short one, so I have to use one of my 3/8, and I'm using a 13/16 to get it out. Okay, so I got the end link out. Now the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is remove this bottom bolt, which should be an 18 millimeter, and then after that I'll go ahead and remove the upper control arm, this nut, and let me double check what size it is. It'll also be an 18, and then the top ones will be a 10 millimeter if I'm not, no 12, they'll be 12 millimeter. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. There we go. Should just pop out. And now I've finished taking it. And so mine kept spinning after I hit it with the hammer, but I realized you can stick an Allen key at the bottom. Just gotta find the right size. Okay, I got the Allen key. Alright. So it should be out now. And now I'm going to take off the 12 millimeter at the top. Yeah, they're 13 millimeters for the top ones. There we go. There you go. Alright, so you are gonna need some help because I had my brother help me just to push the whole arm down. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and take the OEM spring off and put the lowering spring on. Honestly, I think doing that is a little bit too much work, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it behind the fence and let's see if it works. Oh well, there we go. It was pretty quick. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put this off. The top hat is off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the spring on. Okay, so I got the spring off. I had to just take the top hat off. Same way I took this one out, I'm gonna put it in exactly the same. Honestly, they're the same height. I don't know if it's really gonna make a difference, but we're about to find out. I hope. But let's go ahead and slide this in. I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten that all the way. The spring is on. Now it just needs to get compressed. So actually it should make a difference because it's already like an inch off. And I haven't even tightened it all the way. So let's go ahead and tighten this. So this is the spring right now compared to this is the SR spring right here. So it should be at least maybe 1.5 to 2 inches lower in the front. And I'm gonna go ahead and install this. Okay, so I got the lowering spring in, the strut in, and if by any chance you're by yourself, I did use this bar right here, my jack bar, the breaker bar, whatever you want to call it, and I did pry down on this just to be able to get this in. But the way I did it was I put the top in first, and I put a nut at the top, and then I was able to push this down right here and then get this bottom piece in. So now I just gotta put the nut, this back right here, put the nut in, connect the end link, and then just put the top 3 bolts, and then I'm done with the passenger side. It's gonna be the same thing for your driver's side, so I'm not gonna record that. And then I'll go ahead and show you the rear. Okay, so now everything is in. The top nut for the open control arm, the nut for the end link, and the bottom bolt for the strut. Spring is in, top 13s are tightened, so passenger side is done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the driver's side and then knock out the back. Okay, so now I'm on the passenger side under the car. I need to remove this bolt, this nut right here actually, and I'm gonna have to, I think this bolt might be long though, and this is gonna be in the way, so what I have to do is drop the exhaust. Same thing for the other side. I'm gonna have to drop this. You're gonna have to come here and then drop it, and then you'll be able to get this bolt out, and also this one. Let me get a better view. So this one's gonna have to come out for the strut, so you can go ahead and take that one off, and then after that, well, first just go ahead and drop the muffler. So just go ahead and disconnect those 2, and then drop the muffler, exhaust, whatever you want to call it, and then you'll be able to access this. Once you get that, I'm gonna put the jack under it to keep it compressed and drop it down slowly so it doesn't just fly out. And then after that, you can just go ahead and replace the spring. Here, I went ahead and disconnected this. I think this exhaust has been replaced before, so not really sure what size you'd be having, but I have a size 15 right here. Oh, where am I recording? Okay, there we go. So I have a size 15. Like I said, I don't know what size exhaust you have or not. This is it. And then I'll be able to and I'm probably just gonna have to, it'd probably be easier just for me to drop the whole thing, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop everything. Okay, so I did have a pretty difficult time right here, but I figured it out. So instead of getting the exhaust off the hanger, it's easier if you just take off the screw up there. It's a 13mm, so you're gonna get it off and it's gonna drop everything. So it'll drop all of this, and then you also have the 13mm up there above the tip right there. Take that off and then everything will come off. So do the same thing for the driver's side. Alright, so I got both sides of the exhaust off. Now I'll be taking this one out. I think this one's it should be a 15. Yeah, 15, and then you have a nut behind it. It should be an 18. Yeah, 18. And then, but first I would go ahead and take this one off first. This one and then this one second. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Alright, so I got the bolt out for the strut. So now I just need to take this one off for this. I can't think right now. But for that one, you have a 15 right here. And like I said, I think the bike should be like an 18. Yeah. 18. And I'm gonna put some pressure right here just so it doesn't just drop. See how long this bolt is. Yeah, the exhaust would have been in the way a lot, but you see how it moved the jack. This is why I had put it, because if I didn't have it there, I probably could have kicked down or something. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace the spring. Okay, so here's the new spring. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the other one out. So the top hat came down with it and the bottom one stayed in there, so I'll just transfer this top hat into the new spring. That's all you gotta do. I'm just gonna mess with this and try to get the bolt in there, and then that should be it. You're just gonna have to fight with it like I am right now, but what I'm trying to do is it's not lining up good, but let me see right here. I have to jack it up a little bit more and then move it with the pry bar towards that way, just so it can line up good. But I'm gonna go ahead and figure that out, and that'll be it. And then I'll show you what the car looks like once the lowering springs are in. Alright guys, so I just finished up installing the lowering springs on the Charger. This is what it looks like. It had a pretty big gap at first in the front, and it dropped a good bit. I could probably fit in like 4 fingers, maybe 2 now. But this is what it looks like, and this is how it turned out. And this is the angle from the passenger side. And I got the exhaust and everything back in. And that's it. This is how it turned out.